Let's fly. I think we're up. Hello, fellow Star Voyagers. Welcome back. What's going on? Yikes. I'm still trying to cool down. I was just out and about. So, yeah, hey. This is still broken, as far as I know, but, I did read a tip online that people who are unable to get hex cores after completing, well, period, but unable to connect to online services. Let's see if that changes at some point. But the tip I read was if you had network play set to off, you might be unable to collect hex cores, which is separate from the message we just had about the game not connecting to online services. That's its own flaky thing. So, came back to one of our haven't built a base here yet planets, but would really like to. There's also one of the planets that bugged out the other day, and all the scans reset. All the plants and animals that we scanned became unscanned because buggy game has bugs. But I sure do love this buggy game. So one of the things I'm looking for that just makes me crazy is there's a different type of bird. Not those. There's a pair of migratory birds. They fly by basically in a straight line, and by the time I see them, they're halfway across the sky, and there's not enough time to... And there they are! No. Shit. There they are! Squirrel! Oh my god. There's wolves! Behind you! Wolves! So, as I rescan things on this planet, one of the things I never scanned, was never able to, was not those, but these migratory birds that fly in a straight line. They're pretty big. They also love to fly through the pack of other birds so that you don't really notice that they're there. Until you suddenly see these two birds breaking from the pack, and then you go, oh my god, there they are, scan, and then they disappear. I've gotten them to about 80% on a scan. I mean, 80% is a fraction of a second from being done. Fraction of a second from being done. And the birds literally despawn right in front of you. They disappear. Seen other creatures do that, but these birds do it consistently. So I hate them, you see. Well, it's a love-hate thing. Okay, there's our first test. Now, what's supposed to happen with this community event that started yesterday? What's supposed to happen is that you get, along with your salvage tech, you loot some of these hex cores, which initially you get in another special system they portal you to for the community quest. But some people aren't able to loot hex cores at all. Not like bad ratio, as in I have looted over 100 salvage tech and gotten 0 hex cores. That's not a bad ratio. That's not a bad drop rate. That's 0 drop rate. So, tip I read suggests maybe flipping network play back to online would change something. Now, before we even dig this up, just for context, discoveries. It says you have lost connection to online discovery services. So, that's a separate thing. See, unable to connect to online services, hex cores, la-di-da. I'm of a couple minds about this. First, there's the most likely situation. It's bugged, nothing I can do about it, just gotta wait and see what happens. We're still gonna collect salvage tech, the stuff's worth a lot. And we're gonna pull a few out of the ground right now, if I can, and then we'll just keep grabbing it as it comes up, like I always would. I'm hoping that at some point we actually do see hex cores start showing up. Maybe because of what? Flipping on network play? Maybe because they hotfix it. Can they hotfix it? Or are they gonna have to patch client side? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I just know it's silly.
Smoke weed every day.
Hey, Chronic. You figured out... Wait, do you mean the glyphs or a different wall of a bug? Do tell, do tell. Hi, Chronic. Not in chat box. If and when we see the discovery page suggests that we are connected to online services again. I'd like to go back and try grabbing some more of these. A different one? So glad you cleared a bug. What'd you find in clear? So no surprise, no hex cores. You were doing that one leg of the Artemis quest, the 16-bit? Yeah. It's good. I'm starting to cool down. I was out in the car all morning, so hot. Was I supposed to infer a little more from that? That one leg of the Artemis quest, 1616. Meaning like the arc, the mind arc, like I was stuck, seemed to be stuck that one time. Is that where you were stuck? Or something else going on? I'd almost forgotten that. So assuming nothing pops up here, and it won't, we'll get salvage tech, we're not gonna get hex cores. Move on, go back to base, we'll go somewhere. Go somewhere, do something. Oh, the Nomad. Finally, we gotta build the Nomad. Because I started working with the... I got as a exocraft technician. He's a funny guy. Not really. But, I can build a Nomad terminal now, so... I haven't done that. It's a bigger exocraft. He has you put all these mods in. Make this mod, make this mod, make this mod, make this mod. Okay, now that you've made all those mods and put them in your craft, make a new one. New craft. Waste all the mods. There they are, big birds. Too late, we're not getting them. Watch, they'll disappear. They're gone. See, that's what happens. Those are the migratory birds. Damn you migratory birds, come back. Come back, Shane, come back. There's another pair. Where'd they go? Not gonna get them. It's too late. I told you, you see them when they're halfway through the guy, and they're not even getting a scan. Can I get away from the grass so I can put my camera down and watch the sky, please? I'm a little short on everything right now. Patience, sanity, temper, anything. We're getting. We gotta scan these birds. Come back, birds. There was another pair just disappeared. What is with them? Could we get a pair spawn in our field of view so that I could actually follow them? They're so quick to disappear. Kind of monkey. Business. First, now that I'm looking, we just saw 3 sets of migratory birds disappear. But now that I'm looking, there'll be none. Troll on, game. Troll on. This is the planet that reset the scans anyways. I don't know what that bug's about. Or how many other planets the stuff we scanned got reset on. Okay, well, this is splendid. As soon as I stop doing this, a pair is gonna fly overhead. I'm not gonna be able to see them very well because it's night. Whatever. Sorry, I have quite the fractured mind these days. I don't take things well. After 4 hours of trying everything you could think of, you decided to try joining a random session. And the quest unbroke itself. So if anybody else comes in here with the same problem, give them a heads up. Backing up, when you're supposed to meet Apollo, you booted up the portal and went into it, which ended up porting you to a planet, and then the screen would lock up on a white screen. You had to force quit and restart. You were just stuck. Did I find any more S-class ships? I was not able to portal back to the system from the community quest. I was wrong. It must be in another made-up galaxy for the quest or something, because despite having visited the transporter on that abandoned station and being back in normal space now, there was nothing on the teleporter to go back to. You can check it again today, but I didn't see the name of it. Maybe it was a renaming thing. Maybe migratory birds, maybe? I saw a big shadow. There they are! Damn you! It's too late. I'm not getting them. Come on! Yes! Yes! Fuck you! And yes! Damn! That was... Stupid birds. Simple pleasures. Anyways. I did find another exotic. I found an orange with the Woody the Woodpecker beak and the short stubby wings that fold up like that. So it's pretty cool. Orange and black. At 20 slots and 6 tech. So the perfect version. Top of the line model. I did have to grab that. I couldn't resist grabbing it. Didn't need it. Totally didn't need it. Like, I should. I just finished decking out the yellow exotic. It doesn't have much room, and there's only one additional slot in the orange one. So it doesn't seem worth it to go mod out the orange one. I just couldn't really say no. All right, just that's plenty. I collect these things anyways, so it's not really that I wasn't gonna be doing that. What do we need to make an exocraft module? We don't need to be at base to make these? I didn't know we did be at base. Paraffinium, batteries and plating. Could be paraffinium on this planet. Let's find some, go make some. Get some, make some. You know what I mean. The reason you're bothering with the Artemis quest line again is to see if you can get the blood glyphs to unlock. The bloody glyphs? By the time you get them, they are gonna be blood glyphs. Hello! Candy coffee. Greetings. Hi. Friday, huh? Hope everyone's got a bit of a weekend coming up. Hope not too much working through the weekend. Be time to relax. Nice. Is that up on the rock? I love it. We're gonna need a ship to get up there. Let's try to get up there without a ship, though. See if we can jetpack up onto the bunny ears and platforming time. So the Exocraft with mods is pretty cool. Getting a boost to the speed, getting a mining laser and a cannon and a scanner. The Exocraft is fun now. And now that I can build a bigger one, the Nomad, can't even see the rock. It would be much easier to call the ship, but we'll see what we can do with this. On PC. Chronic for real, all the blood, sweat, and tears you put into getting them, they damn well better be worth it. Any complaints? You mean like the platform? I don't know how to compare bugs on this platform to bugs on another platform, but the game itself has plenty of bugs. No shortage of bugs. Is the screen supposed to be black? Storm. Bad storm. Or actually black. Cat Masher, hello. If it's totally black, it's probably you and need to refresh. If it's just that everything looked crappy in game, it's because it was a storm at night. This is not a very good spawn, but doesn't matter. Up on a cool rock that I'm putting holes in. You want to play the game, but you know it had a lot of problems. Well, it's it still has lots of problems. I don't know how to compare it to its old state. I've only been playing it for a month. But yeah, I mean it has bugs, but no control issues that I'm aware of. Controls work fine. It's a weird deposit. It's very deep. Really deep. Like we're on a floating rock and we're just drilling down, down, down. Down, down to Goblin Town. Oh sweet, we punched through. Alright, this is actually one of the coolest little spots I've ever mined. Then we're gonna jump down through the hole. Because why not? Ah! Alright, we'll just stand on the deposit and then let the ground fall out from under us, you know. We put a little nook in the wall. You'll definitely need some patience, Sarah, for bugs and things if you decide to pick it up. the game has a sharp learning curve anyways, and then figuring out what's something you need to learn or something that's just a bug. And that was really tricky for me, still is. Sometimes it's hard to know if something is just, I don't understand, or, oh, that's not supposed to happen. But this is a really cool, really different sort of deposit. I've never mined my way down like this. Can't even hit that little bit. All right, here we go. Since everything on this planet got unscanned, a bug, there's a bug for you. We scanned everything on this planet already. For one or two things, then they became unscanned. Boswick, thank you for the host, auto host. You got like 2 hours a day for playing. Well, one of the things about it that is neat is you can play short or long periods. Very accommodating. But it's kind of difficult to play short periods because the game is going to draw you forward with lots of waypoints and stuff to do. Just, you know, what's over that next hill? I love the rocks on this planet. I don't know if we should build a base where I've got our base computer, or if we should find some cool spot, like there's a million of them. Haha, I got you, birds. I got you, birds. You know what, if I was really done with them, I could have shot the birds out of the sky and scanned them. That's another option. But I got them. I mean, look at this. Building under this cool rock overhang that for some reason looks like it needs anti-aliasing, but it's some other, I mean, that's not what it is. It's something about the way the terrain is generated makes it jaggy like that. I've seen POIs cause rock in this game to be carved like that, rippled. That was different. I've been to a lot of planets now. I've been to a lot of planets with floating rocks, and some which are even similar to this planet. The types of rocks, the layout, the combination of smooth, long, smooth rocks, floating rocks, jutting rocks, and the bunny ears. So I've been to other planets that must share a lot of template similarities with this one, and this still has my favorite rocks so far. Dude, floating rock over water would be a sweet base. Yeah, I've got I've found some spots like that, although there's plenty on this planet. I renamed and then warped around to the bases to get them to show up with their temporary names. Like we have Air Base 1 and 2. They're both on a big floating rock. It's kind of, it's not really pill-shaped. I don't know how to describe it, but Air Base 2 is a great spot on a floating rock. Like a small forest up on this floating rock, but then on one end, it's just open and cleared already, like it was made for a base. Found us some spots for water bases, a couple cool possible water bases. I don't know when I'll really get into base building. At some point, I don't really plan on putting this game down. I don't know. Floating rock over water. Well, why don't we warp to one of those other bases? I can show you what we've already got marked out. But I don't think I'm really ready to start. I don't know what ready is. I don't know when I want to start putting down buildings, what buildings I want to put down. I don't really have a vision. I just like the scenery in a lot of places and say, hey, this would be a cool spot to, you know, stick around and do stuff. Stupidly addictive. Well, good. Then I'll, you know, no rush. When I get there, it'll be another stupidly addictive part of the game. Perfect. So some of these bases are just marked exotic planets, things like that. Bubble base, bubble planet, glass base, glass planet. That's a monochrome planet. Airbase 2 is where I want to go to and show you. It's next to Airbase 1. Ringworld is one of those mega exotics, another one where just some of the small life is gigantic there. So we have these huge rings. Water base 1, I can't remember what that is, where it is. Azure is on a chromatic planet. It's a very cool looking place there. Wonder if that's the blissful. Maybe not. Found a planet with, quote, blissful weather. Water base 2. So let me show you air base 2. Grabbing pretzels. I got aggro locked. I couldn't figure out why I made why. Why did I make this? I think I was aggro locked by sentinels, which I think I figured out how it happened. Maybe even that first time. And I made a base and a portal to get out of there. And then it took me a while to figure it out, so I had named it Y. When you get a mission to... Which was it? Was it like the Harvester? One of the missions that takes you basically to a manufacturing facility you have to break into, but as soon as you get there, you get the message on the screen, data wipe initiated, something like that. The mission that says data wipe initiated takes you to a 5-star wanted level. We are up on a floating rock. And we have another base at the far end of this floating rock down there. That's where Air Base 1 is, past the forest. But this is a floating rock. And look at the clearing we have. And I mapped that spot out so that we can basically build this whole clearing should be valid for building. Right up to about the edge. This entire clearing next to this forest should be valid for building. We're at about 150 something meters right here. Okay, this one's not over water. This one's not over water, but it is on a kick-ass planet with blue grass, minimal sentinels, and only a little bit of superheated drizzle from time to time. More awesome floating rocks. So, you keep an eye out for one over water. Let's go to one of the water bases. But this is a nice spot. I just like this spot. Pre-cleared for us and everything. We could build that way into the forest. I was trying to do what you suggested once, build 2 bases that would be near each other. But this floating rock is too long. It's too big. The other base at the other side there's a huge gap in the middle. So it almost looks up here like there's nothing else, right? Because most of the world is down beneath our effective horizon up on this rock. I just think it would be a beautiful place. Then build a glass walkway over the forest. But how could you build a glass walkway over the forest if there was no base space? You can't build a glass outside of claimed base space, could you? But, I mean, we could take that base computer and move it closer until they really were next to each other. But have you proven that can work? Can you put 2 bases so close to each other so that their edges are next to each other so that you can... There's no way you're going to be able to link stuff between 2 bases. There's going to be a gap. At best, there's going to be a gap. And how hard is it going to be to put the base computer in a place so that you can actually build so that it's a small gap? How are you going to do that? It just seems impractical. Right now, that one is 400 units away. 420. You could use a third one. Yeah, you might need a third one. The point isn't how many bases you need. The point is, how do you get the boundaries right? How do you get the boundaries of the bases to touch and not overlap where it'll say no, or be, 50 units away so that your walkway goes here and your walkway goes here, but then there's no walkway in the middle because your base ends. You need it like here at least, or touching, which I don't think will work. So, I don't know, man. I'm not trying to rain on your parade. I think it's a great idea. I just don't think it can happen. If you can... Tell me it can happen. Tell me you've done it. Tell me you've tried it. Tell me you've seen it tried. I'm not an expert base builder. I am a noob. I'm not even a base builder. I dropped some prefabs. So, anyways. I encourage you to try it and let me know what happens. Thunder. A lot of thunder. A lot of thunder. My goodness, we've angered the gods. What have I done? This is not in the air, but it is an island in the middle of a nice lake. Lonnie is freaking out because of the thunder. I might have to go open the gate and let her come up here. Then she will be up here freaking out, but it might be a little better for her. It's where the rings touched. Okay. Keep going. How well did that work when you tried to snap things? We can build on that rock. Just from where the base computer is. We could build up on that rock and down on this island. So while it's not the most exciting place, it is really cool in the middle of a lake. Hey, outsider. This planet. Oh, this is the blissful planet. Blissful weather. How do you like that? Have you ever landed on a planet with weather described as blissful? Does that mean there will never be a storm? Hi, Rex. Blissful. There might be some that are close enough to each other that we could build across. I'm sure on this planet there's a number of these large jutting rocks that would be close enough to each other to build. I don't think this is going to make it really better, but I'm going to go, I'm going to go let the dog upstairs. The thunder's really freaking her out. I'll be right back. Chronic, you said it worked. The problem is you misaligned the two separate walkways, so they were off when they should have connected. You gotta go back and fix it. You've been a little preoccupied. Well, maybe when I have completed beginners and intermediate base building, I could think about that. So yeah, possible spot right here. Can't remember what water base 1 is. Sorry about munching on pretzels here, but all I had this morning was a shake. I haven't had any solid food yet. It let me stick the teleporter there. All right, this one is the 2 islands. I put the base computer, and I should be able to build out on these 2 little islands. Dangerously hot fog, but low security and very pleasant. Hey, by building. Yeah, another nice spot for a water base. And these fit. I mean, we could build towers from these 2 and connect them. Actually connect them over the water there. Actually connect them over the water, because these are all in the zone. I haven't done what you said, though, and actually mapped out the end. How far can we go? But I used 150 units as an eyeball. Can we actually go that much further? Hard to tell what was valid. Red, green, green, green. Wow. So it's a lot more than 150, isn't it? There, okay. That's nice. And the base computer, yeah, it's about 150. I don't know if those giant cylindrical rocks were hollow. Two towers on the islands, and have the main base in the middle, fanning out from the walkway in between them. So like we end up with the base section over here, and we end up with the base section over here. Think like a cross. That is. I don't. Yes, I kind of was thinking a cross shape. Do manufacturing facilities ever repopulate with? Can you ever redo them? Regenerate? Yeah, this was a great little pair of islands. I want to go to the Azure. I want to see what else was on the list there. Maybe jump to 1 or 2 more places. Well, with this, we're just taking a little tour of some of these. No point in going to Y. It's just it's a trade outpost in a toxic planet. Again, Ringworld, Gray Base. that's a monochrome planet, so I'm tempted to do something there. But other than being monochrome, I'm not sure what it has going for it. But Azure, which is a chromatic world, place. We got to check it out. I think it was really pretty. Might have had potential for a base, actual base. Maybe. Okay, maybe it wasn't this planet, though. Maybe I dropped this one here for the system. Eben. Electric rain. Typical sentinels. Okay, maybe it was just because it was a chromatic world. A mega exotic. Like those things. Those would normally be chlorine bearing on a radioactive world. And here they're appearing in giant form. Those things too. So this is that new mega exotic biome type, right? That was launched with Next, where you can have things that normally appear in the world, normal sized, will appear giant sized. And it's an uncharted system. This was the first blue... okay, it's coming back to me. I was off stream when I discovered this. I portaled here, hence the transporter next to a portal. And it was an uncharted system, meaning no space station, no way to get back unless I dropped a teleporter. And it was, blue star. I thought it was cool. There was indium spawns. And see if we can get some drop pod data out of that. Oh, you know what else I want to do? Speaking of drop pod data and slots. Since you guys told me that the slots you use in general don't count against the... If I were to put another one of the life support modules, it would overload. Or another shield, or another movement. If I were to put another one of any of those in this slot, they'd overload. Apparently, they don't overload if you put more of them in your general inventory, and you could actually have 3 more shields and 3 more movement, or whatever. The shields was a temporary thing when I put it there, but maybe we'll keep it. That was on purpose, and I did it yesterday, movement, and I was even thinking of getting 1-2 more movement mods so that we have an obscene amount of jetpack juice. Thinking about it, now that we've got enough inventory that most of our stuff is in cargo, why not? We're gonna get attacked here, because I am not waiting for this sentinel to bugger off. So... eat me! You would stick the Has Gauntlet into that tech slot. Yeah, you know what I was saving it for? Something that really doesn't need to be there. I was thinking I'd find an S-class underwater module, and then it would have... but it wouldn't. And then it would have synergy with these, but that's... toxic thermal, rad protection. I don't know, these seem to bind to each other, and I was thinking the underwater might. But that doesn't matter, and maybe the underwater goes with life support, and... you're right, I should put the hazmat gauntlets there. Free up this slot, and then we could have... whatever. We could go... a little more conservative. The hazmat's a standout. It doesn't bind to anything. It's perfect for that corner slot. But what do you think about the underwater protection? I haven't picked any up yet. You see that? It knew it was dead for a second there. It knew what was coming. It knew what was coming. You've yet to run across one. Okay. Gray base, air base. Went to air base 2. Air base 1 is just over the hill. Water base 1 and 2. Okay, let's those poor sentinels with their pea shooters. They would have shredded me if I didn't have shield mods. So get your mods, kids. Okay. Bad spot for a base computer. Just saying. We're not moving it because the base would go boom. Bad spot for a base computer. So, looks like we're back online, but I bet you it still doesn't work. Online discovery service is active. But even if we select that quest, which it is, and we're to go find some... Where's my rover? Remember when you said we should put the rover exo bay up here? Well, it wasn't hollow, but that would have been a good spot for it if it was. I don't know about on that other planet. Might have been hollow. But now that it is a speed boost, I like the thing. Ow. But we need to build a Nomad. We're ready to build a Nomad. Can you flip it? So now that it has mining lasers with a really nice distance on them too. Nice power, unlimited power, although I guess you have to charge it up, but I mean it doesn't overheat. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Unlimited cooling, it does not overheat. And just fly off of things, catch air. I like it now. I'm a fan. It exists according to the wiki. I have one, or had one on the other save. I've just not seen one on this save, and enough to start wondering whether it really existed or I imagined it and had an A or something. Since it's not hollow, it's... I don't know, should we even put it up there? Can we have one for the Nomad and one for the roamer? We're not going to do a lot more building here. I want to build in other places. This was a convenient starting base. We're going to need 5 metal plating, 4 ion batteries. Alright, Dust. Speaking of. You're a fan of the Nomad since you can hover across water. I haven't seen it or tried it yet. That's awesome. But all the mods that we can make now, which or they're all in the wrong spots. I didn't know they were coming. The boosts, yeah. I'll be more careful about where we put them in the Nomad. Hey, Bob. Do you want to get mined too? Sentinel? What can the Sentinel do to this thing? Hope you're well out there, Bob. What's the haps? Trying to plan your weekend. What else is on your plate? You doing, you getting out and anywhere? For the long weekend for you? Willow! Gotta catch them all, Jay! No, you gotta watch them all. Gotta watch them all. And then when they unscan on you, you gotta go watch them all again. Yeah, it's an AC weekend. In a lot of places, for sure. They deactivate for some reason. No, they did not. Reinforcements arriving. Harp. Hop into chat with one of the scientists. But it's how I do. Should have talked to the base computer at Bunny Rock. That's the one that wants us to talk to it. Copyright, I keep forgetting to grab from the freighter. Neat plants. I feel like that one's bugged. We should check. I've been scanning. Turn to the technician. Turn to the technician. Really? I haven't built the Nomad yet. You're the farmer. Do all the things, Jay. All the things. All the things, Willow. Traveler, my work is complete. I've overridden the Leylines, charged their holy data, and they have revealed to me a monolith, a tomb for the final prophecy. If you go there before the Leylines close off, you and you alone will uncover the truth behind my species, the mystery for which Nal died. A monolith has been activated. If I reach it quickly enough, I will gain this forbidden knowledge. Alright, I guess we're getting a timer. The technicians served their holy purpose, driven to obliterate their own personality in pursuit of this very day, this very moment. I do not know if their sacrifice will be in vain. So, monolith detected. 3 minutes left to reach the monolith, huh? Flying might be better. How far is it? Come on. He's an exocraft technician, but surely you're not letting me get out of the craft? Surely you're gonna let me fly. Do you know what goes faster than your exocraft? When time really matters? Not exocraft. Now, there's some rule about taking the exocraft. It's neat that it drives through water, but I'd rather hover over it. You were saying the Nomad can hover over water? I look forward to seeing that. I approach the monolith. I'm engulfed in its terrible truth. I see its words in the text of 1,000 tongues, in the ephemera of countless stars. Submit or witness. Submit. Atlas would have us submit. What was? Curious, though. Witness. I witness events that occurred millennia before my awakening. I see two Vy'keen standing before a red glow, asking it of the universe. Can we witness more? Ah, I didn't get the dialogue over there before. Sorry, missed a bit. Did you get it? In their rage, in their impotent jealousy, Urk struck me from the mountain, and I saw the truth of what the monolith had said, that my end would be an awakening, that in this dream nothing should perish. Sorry I missed the first bit. That's weird. The split is disorienting. I see a Gek and a Korvax waiting side by side before me, and before the vision ends, I see a vision of something I've not seen before, of something that does not belong in this or any place. Hatred, grief, despair, something that is yet to come. Witness more. Witness, brothers! Witness me! He appears. Or so it would be until the coming of the last traveler. So it would be until the destruction of realities. Know this, the final testament of Null. I see the end of time, the end of all things. And in that crimson light, there is a figure, its hand held out before eternity. I see all this, and then it is over. The monolith has nothing more to show me. Leyline closed. Turn to the technician. I leave, shaken by my experience. As I go, I feel something right behind me. I didn't hit a button. Right behind me, what? Breathing? What did it say? I was reading slowly. So the red ship waypoint that keeps showing up in the sky is a damaged frigate. I guess we should repair at some point. More important than repairing that frigate is actually recruiting some others. We're gonna have to pay to recruit some other frigates, and it'd be... How do you recommend going about that? Anyone? Chronic, if you're there, any suggestions on... Should I look for attack frigates first? Should I be looking to get 2 of them, 5 of them? What makes a good starter fleet? I envy you, traveler, to see the words of Null itself. Rah! With this discovery, you have vindicated the actions of 1,000 martyrs, traveler. You deserve your reward. You deserve the Colossus, the largest exocraft in my arsenal. Use it and strike terror upon our enemies. The Vy'keen believed that their ancestor Herc received wisdom from a great monolith, initiating a war against the Sentinels and slaying Null the Objector. The monolith I discovered proves that this history is a lie. Null was honored with a vision, whilst Herc had been met with only silence, and in its jealousy, Herc murdered Null. Yet I am left with questions. I am left thinking of the creature I felt watching me. I'm left with dread. The technician offers me the Colossus Geobase schematic. Why would you say no? Technician passes me the schematic. As they do, their eyes beam with pride and sadness. 4 batteries, 5 metal plating. So, Colossus. Is there any reason to make the Nomad if we can make the Colossus? Is the Nomad more nimble? I have transmitted Null's testament to my brethren, traveler. What you have learned this day will spread amongst the Vy'keen. It will change our people for the better. Rah! And if violence is required for change, so be it. As for you, you are not as pathetic as I once believed. You are no longer interloper. You are one of us, now until the end of time itself, enthroned in the glory of the Colossus. The technician waits anxiously to see my Colossus exocraft in its full glory. I watch as they begin to forge an upgrade for my exocraft mining laser, surrounded by schematics and charts. A Colossus is a fine craft. They say Herc and Nal rode one together before their end. Wasn't I collecting ferrite dust? Oh, it's in the exocraft, though. Or did I give the... Rumor. The Nomad is faster, and it can hover over water, and the Colossus has more space, but is slower. Okay. Okay. So, the Roamer, do you just not end up using the Roamer after you build the Nomad? And then, mostly... Nomad? Actually having it. One of us. Google gobble, Google gobble. Let's do this. He wants us to build a Colossus. So we're gonna build a Colossus. We're also going to build a Nomad. You use the Roamer quite a bit still. It's better for doing stuff underwater since it's faster than the Colossus. And why? And you don't use the Nomad for that? Does it have to hover? Can you not go underwater with it? Why not the Nomad for underwater? Man, look at that thing. Primary exocraft switched. There we go, 24 slots. Badass. Nope, Nomad can't. Nomad can't go underwater, huh? Crunch. It's not very fast. I don't have a boost on it yet. Oh, but it has a mining laser right off the bat. Yeah, that's pretty slow. It was made specifically to be a water skimmer mosquito. Hey, Guardian. Greetings. I have. Ah, careful answer. You must strike terror if you are to succeed in life, traveler. We'll subjugate this world with the power of the Colossus. Here is an exocraft vehicle laser upgrade to assist with the task. Nice. I've almost exhausted the limits of my work, but soon you shall have mastery of this planet's signals and the speed with which to reach any threat. I require only sufficient nanite clusters to build the final blueprints. Grah! This employment has been one of glory. Technician requires more nanite clusters to create an upgrade for my exocraft signal booster. Something is wrong. Some time ago I saw the Vy'keen with an image of their family before they performed some ritual to erase such attachments from their mind. As I approach now, I see that same image. The technician stares at it, blinking for a few moments with an empty expression. When they notice me, they remove the photograph from the display. We do not speak of it again. I do not wish to awaken their pain. They desire only nanite clusters, not my sympathy. As I said before, be careful in those abandoned buildings, traveler. Do not lose yourself in the hunt. Give me the clusters! Technician's hands shake. It's then that I notice the blueprint is already waiting on the technician's terminal. They require these nanite clusters for some alternative purpose. They're desperate for the substance, refusing to hand over the blueprints without them. The Vy'keen takes them greedily, churning to imbibe them. Whatever effect this matter has upon the alien, it appears to calm their movements considerably. Yeah, I have, Guardian. It sort of worked. Sort of bugged on me now. I can't get any more hex cores. Sated, they offer me the blueprints. Exocraft Signal Booster Upgrade Tau. The nanite clusters, their purpose is commonly misunderstood. They form the backbone of much technology, but they are not just machines. They can alter hearts, alter minds, even allow us to forget that which we cannot bear. The technician has a final reward, an acceleration module upgrade for my Nomad exocraft once I have constructed its geobay. Good, let me know when the Nomad geobay is built. Grah! I cannot wait to witness its glory. Two more batteries, 5 plating. You know what? I'm just buying ferrite dust. I don't even want to go run 100 units out. There's gonna be ferrite dust right here. It's cheap. Ferrite dust. Yeah, Guardian, how about you? Have you tried it? And what was your experience? That's all you have? Oh my god, that's what it looks like. No wonder. I see now. Skims over water. Oh, that's sweet. No wonder it can't go under. Ah, that thing is cool. Guardian, they're supposed to give both. After you leave the special system, they're supposed to give both. Are you not getting salvage tech? I'm only getting salvage tech. I can't get hex scores. I got enough for the initial quest, but I can't get I got the mind blown gesture, but I can't get the helmet or anything else because I can't get any more hex scores. Well, are you still in the system they send you to? That's a special case. Once you've got 25 and you turn them into Polo and you leave, then you're supposed to still get them anywhere in the galaxy. What the mission says after you do the initial 25 is, optionally, dig for more anywhere. That's what's not working for me, now that I'm not in the crazy system. Our work is almost concluded, but every end is a beginning. I'm too weak to travel as I once did, too tired to continue my pilgrimage. With your leave, I shall remain here to stand by your side against your enemies. Rah! Woe betide those who would transgress against us. The technician offers me the final acceleration module upgrade. Yeah, I hope you can still get salvage tech. I assume you are looting normally. It'd be weird if you were bugged in reverse and you could only get the hex cores. Been a pleasure working with you, Traveler. Return when you're ready. I have a proposition for you. A lucrative and repeatable venture. Oh, lucrative? Repeatable? Chronic, you too, huh? Location of monetary interest. Timed signal. So it's a repeatable quest. I don't know why I bother. Why would I want to... Gonna stay in my journal forever? Oh, really? Is it gonna stay in my journal forever? Or do I have to just do his repeatable quest maybe once and then it'll clear? Sell it. Sell it. I don't know why I'm carrying the gold, but there was some reason. Break that down into regular kobolds. Paraffinium we need to make if we were making another bay. We'll be doing that on another planet, but maybe I should carry a stack. Trying to eat these pretzels, but they keep catching in my throat. So if I choke, you'll know why. It's pretzels. We have enough pugnium. What are we gonna do with all that pugnium? I should sell off a stack. Alright, I don't know what I'm doing with that gold. I'm just gonna stash it in here because I don't want to carry it around with me. But I won't have to go up to the freighter for it. For some reason, I have a memory of deciding I was gonna keep a stack of gold down here. I don't know what for. I also can't stop eating them. This stack was not full. We got two. Yet, something weird just happened. Did we get an extra stack of 250 cobalt? Because I tried to take the 250 that came out of the hopper, and we had like 300 and something cobalt. So it wasn't going to hold 250. But that 250 looks like it topped off this stack, and then no free room in suit inventory. And it looks like it ended up here as a full 250. And then the extra little bit. But I don't know if I missed something or if it just did something weird. So, anyways. Maybe if you want to roll back the video at some point and see, did it just sort of dupe a stack? I don't know what just happened. Something or nothing. So, kind of big and unwieldy. No inventory, but cool for skimming around on water. Couldn't have destroyed the Geobay after all. 15 months of hugs. That's what's up. Misbehave. Thank you for your sub, support, and the host.
Patching it through.
And for being awesome. Cheers. Cheers to you. Thank you, Misbehave. Welcome. Hope you're all done for the day, for the weekend. You get a weekend? You get a long weekend? I don't know what kind of a Friday it was for you. If you're getting any, you get to relax this weekend? Can you throw a hug, though? I don't know, but I can do this. That I can do. No Man's Sky sounds like a good fit for downtime from chemo. That kind of, I mean, it's open-ended. You can be focused or unfocused. You can, yeah. What do I know? But seems like it might be a good fit. Alright, we want to remake these mods, right? We got new ones. We'll craft a mining laser. Perfect fit. Acceleration module upgrade. So that's the Boost 100 versus what we have installed, which was... We're going to replace it, right? Maybe we can stack these things, but there's not a lot of room. I mean, when it mines into its own inventory. We got to have some room for stuff for it to mine. could remake the cannon over here next to the cannon upgrade. I feel like I should remake. They're all in bad spots. We need to redo this. Can't move the engine. Does anything bind with the engine? Not going to destroy that yet because we might be able to use it where it is. If I move the cannon, if I destroy the cannon and rebuild it here, it'll bind with its upgrade. The acceleration module that we probably want to bind with the engine. Boosters might what? Sorry, Twitch lag, I'm brain's drifting. Nah, they don't. No binding. Twitch lag, I don't know what people are answering. I'm just, you know, rambling, so. Don't know what day is. Might bind the engine. You've yet to find anything that binds to the engine? Meaning you've tried this, and it's not going to work. They don't. So the they is the acceleration module won't bind to the engine.
Technology installed.
Worth keeping both? I assume not. Or do they stack to any significant degree? Since they're not binding, forget the binding. I have to remake the signal booster stuff here. Yeah, there's three of them. Apparently there's three different types. Misbehave. It's getting pretty cool. The mining laser upgrade here, the cannon upgrade here. Oh, that's mounted cannon upgrade. There's the mounted cannon. I was gonna move the cannon. Shit, I didn't need to destroy that last one. Okay. The cannon I wanted to destroy and move to a different spot. Ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. I hate this. Waste. So much waste. The mining laser upgrade here. We put the cannon here, and then we put the signal booster and its upgrade here. And then we get to keep six slots. Something like that. And that's assuming any of this stuff binds. Maybe none of it binds. When you said, nah, they don't, I'm still not clear on if that was just the engine or if you were referring to everything or what. Hey, that worked. Those got synergy. And the cannon and its upgrade got synergy. The signal booster upgrade, we need battery and hey, gold! 50 gold that I just stashed. Sweet. You're referring to the engines and the boosters. Cool. What else did we need? One more battery.
Technology installed.
There we go. Those really should bind, don't you think? The engine, acceleration module upgrade. Why it doesn't bind to the engine is makes sense, but at least those all bind. This thing should be pretty sweet now. Wait, whoa, hold on. No acceleration module installed. I put in the booster, but we don't have the acceleration module. Shit. Shit, I forgot to build what? The basic acceleration module, which, I can't move the engines. The acceleration module upgrade should at least bind to the acceleration module, so I should... Well, that's just mean that it won't bind anything, and then I need to. Where am I gonna put it? I'm gonna put them down here. Then we're only gonna have 4 slots plus 1. Plus, I get to remake that thing, cause. Oh, come on with the slot arrangement. That's just.
Technology installed.
Oh, come on. There's 2 more carbon nanotubes. Just take all my resources, why don't you?
Technology installed.
Okay, at least it's pretty. We are not working on the Colossus or the Nomad right now because it's gonna drain all my stuff. I don't know, maybe we put an extra stack of carbon there to make sure we can fuel this thing. Okay, trying again. Now, run into something. So here are the other... It's a little weird to learn to steer it. Here are the other 2. Misbehave if you're still there. One of them hovers on water, like a little skipper, and the other one's more of a tank. They all do a little bit of a bounce. They all have mining lasers, and you can hook them up with cannons. And turbo boosts. I'm blocking the symbol for the boost, which recharges pretty quick. And they can definitely catch air. I don't know if I'm not a great example, but you can go flying off of stuff. You can even make racetracks. There are blueprints you can get for accelerating pads and jumps. They put racetrack components in the game. So, it's pretty sweet. It can go underwater, whereas the other one skims above the water. Okay, the water here's not very deep. The water here is pretty lame.
Fuel required.
But it will go underwater. And it has... Did I screw up again? No, it's just the scanner recharging. Like, did I not put another basic component in when rebuilding it? They can find depots, ruins, alien structures. Where's the other? There is another one I need to put in because they can find drop pods. And what didn't I put in? Come on now. Come on. I forgot another component. No booster upgrade. Acceleration module upgrade. We don't really need that one in there too, do we? Because I put the better acceleration upgrade in. I'm hoping we don't need that one. But maybe this is also required. I guess we could put it in that slot if I don't know that the boosting would matter. I'd rather put it up here and keep the 4 slots next to each other because game why 4 slots? What am I supposed to do with 4 slots? I want all this stuff in here. I guess you're not supposed to put everything in here. Maybe the cannon like put the cannon in the Colossus and don't worry about it in the Nomad or the Roamer. But I'm getting the feeling that if we put this back up here, that then we can scan for drop pods as well. Because I know I saw drop pods on the list earlier. You would suggest specializing, like you mentioned earlier. Well, right now I'm learning and being stubborn. What wouldn't you put on the Roamer? What would you take off the Roamer? I mean, the mining? I would want the mining. And the boosting? Why wouldn't you want the boosting? Of course you want the boosting. So if you need the boosting and the mining and... But these all go together. Like, the cannon is the one I would ditch. I don't really need to use this as an assault tank, and I would maybe take the 2 slots back. Use the Roamer as a combat platform, huh? Combat platform. Alright, well, I'm not for now. I'm just not. They want batteries and microprocessors. Batteries and microprocessors.
Product constructed.
Colossus is your miner, that makes sense. Nomad is your scout. Now this thing does not do well in shallow water. When it does, I don't know what that is, when it sort of floats on its... You have to let it settle before you can get any traction again. Yeah, that all makes sense. It just makes my head hurt that I'm wasting resources and wasting resources and wasting resources and wasting resources. It doesn't matter, we get more resources, but it's sloppy. It's like spitting on your own floor or something. It just doesn't feel good. So we got to stop right now because it's all good. We just built this craft, and then they're like, build that craft, and they're like, build that craft, and they're like, build this mod. We've been standing here talking to this angry Vy'keen and doing his bidding for the past hour or something, and I'm going a little nuts, and we're down to no inventory in our cool new craft, and I can't even get its basic functions to work because, damn, we got to build even more stuff to make the basic functions work again. Okay, let's go get those microprocessors and put the thing in the thing, and then I'm going to walk away from that and try to forget it for a while because it just left a bad taste in my mouth. It'll be fine. Everything leaves a bad taste in my mouth these days. My brain's all wired wrong. Okay, Roamer, could you function, please, and show me that you have all the things and the stuff? Thank you. Depots, drop pods, abandoned structures, ruins, alien structures. Isn't that cool that it can scan for all those things I was trying to say when I realized that we needed one more component rebuilt? We just rebuilt every single component in this thing. And still didn't end up with everything lined up. Whatever. But we got it. It's a thing. So, yeah, and then there's the others. This is the one Chronic uses, and it has a boost built in, apparently. Jolly Ranchers, huh? I gotta say, that is great for going over water. But it's okay, you use it as a scout. It already has an acceleration module. You just don't plan on using it to mine anything, I guess. It doesn't even have a mining laser. You could put one on there if you really wanted, but with no slots, what are you gonna mine with the thing? So I can understand not putting a mining laser and an upgrade in there, not putting a cannon and an upgrade in there. But surely you would want a scanner and the two, you would need the multiples. You need the signal booster, and you would need the 2 signal booster upgrades. That's 3 of the remaining slots. And then maybe an acceleration module upgrade. and then you would have one free slot. Shoot sentinels from water with it. Make it easy to kill doggos. Doggos are already easy to kill with a plasma grenade, but yeah. Scanner, the booster, plus the upgrades. Yeah, no point in putting a laser in the last slot. There'd be nothing, no room for it to collect anything. All right, I'm trying to catch my breath, and let's put the rest of the stuff in here. Let's deck them out. I was just. I used to be a patient person. I used to be a sane, patient, methodical thinker. Ha 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 ha. Ah. We're also gonna move this. We're gonna put it in a different slot. Because I want to see the pretty colors in the box around the thing, okay? Yeah. Where's the base acceleration module? Get another carbon nanotube. Then we'll replenish resources after this. It sets us up for having to replenish resources. Chromatic metal. You ate all my chromatic metal building this stuff, didn't you? Okay. Signal booster.
Technology installed.
And the two mods, we need more chromatic metal, a lot of chromatic metal. I have activated indium sitting up in the freighter. And what was it you were saying? Activated indium, silver, and something else in a large refiner, and you get like a 30-to-1 ratio on chromatic metal. All right, we need 4 batteries. 4 batteries and a lot of chromatic metal for starters. I'm gonna try to resist doing anything with the Colossus right now. It's just, you're draining all my resources. I can't build anything after putting all these mods in. Good for the body, man. Well, you eat all my chromatic metal. Hello, Crimson. Welcome.
Product constructed.
My seltzer got cold. Yes, it got cold. I don't think that's old age, Chronic. Damn! Seltzer's been sitting here so long it got cold. That only happens on the right anomaly planet. Exotic worlds where things cool compared to room temperature over time. There you go. What a good thing to hope for. Well, it's another day in the world. This is just not enough chromatic metal. Make all the chromatic metal. Just take all my copper. We'll get more copper. You like that fighter? The one that was up here, or the one with the kind of the boxes on the ends of its wings?
Message coming in. Patching
We
it through.
needed carbon nanotubes. Trombones! Thank you for the host, man. 2 more microprocessors. More of the chromatic metal. Damn, but we're gonna need... We're gonna have enough chromatic metal. It is evil. That's the wrong vehicle. Ah ha ha ha. Hey, Trombones, thank you.
Technology installed.
Favorite peoples! Hope you're well today, man. Friday, alright? Ran out of fuel. You're cute.
Technology recharge.
Peoples are peoples. Exocraft close enough. Underneath us. Good, alright, we got both signal boosters. And the acceleration booster, we need more chromatic metal and more carbon nanotubes. And I don't even have any copper to turn it. It's a freighter. Okay. I'm going to grab some of that activated indium, and we're just because I have it, because it's on the freighter. So the freighter's got, it's sloppy, but we got portals on planets where the indium's easier to get than copper. Anyways, I'm going to go grab some of that activated indium. It's fine. What else am I don't need the indium for anything right now. I'll grab the activated indium and turn it into chromatic metal. Take it. Take it, take it, take it, take it, take it. My freighter's already here? Well, then I don't have to call it. Did you see the second one? Have you seen the SC2? You know, we restarted after 125 hours. I think you knew that. Maybe you did see this one. Yeah, that's the SC2. Actually, I needed stuff from it. While we're here, we're gonna bring that. Anything else? The copyright. I keep forgetting to bring the copyright. We need... I don't know how much we need. Bring 1 stack of copyright. Need anything else? How's the uranium in my backpack? Good. We needed carbon nanotubes. And a little more of the metal. 4 carbon nanotubes. Now we're now short carbon. Because, yeah. Alright. Getting these things decked out has drained all the basics. Shitload of carbon and chromatic metal. Some of our basics. It's time to strip the trees, the land around us. I try. I don't think I always get it. The Pokemon. Sorry, Crimson, I missed your question. Anyone seen the Pokemon thing that's been going on? You left the stream for it. Come see what's up. You're a Poke fan. Didn't know if there were others. I know there are. I know Willow might be watching it right now. I don't know who else might be checking it out at the moment. Don't believe the hype. Ha ha ha. Thanks, bot.
Technology recharge.
Whatever. What else are we short on? I didn't make the carbon nanotubes. How many did we need? 4 of them.
Product constructed.
Oh, brain. Got the right one? Acceleration module.
Installed.
Alright, the Nomad's hooked up too. Okay, good. Good. Now we can always pull some stuff from the roamer. Like if we want to... Chronic's example of using the roamer more as a combat and for going underwater. Eventually hook up the Colossus as a big miner. But this, which can't mine anything, it doesn't even have a mining laser on it. We put a mining laser on it, but it wouldn't do any good, because if we put a mining laser on it, it would mine into nothing. We would have to destroy one of these upgrades. But it can scout out all the locations. And it can go fast. So yay. So yay, let's go zoom around a little bit. Besides, I wasn't taking anything anywhere. And you can't summon this thing without having a bay, right? On the planet? You have to at least have a bay on the planet. Gotta get used to the flight mechanics. That's not supposed to happen? I thought you didn't go underwater. I broke it. I broke it, guys. I made the Nomad go under already. Maybe now. Here. Sweet. It does go underwater. just crashes through stuff. The boost really does not... The boost feels much shorter than it does on the roamer. Or is that just me? Even with the upgrade. But it does move. Get out of it quick. Lunch! The Gek word for lunch. Hey, you know what? It's actually break time. It's time for lunch. I wish it would show you when you got the word, like the Gek word for lunch. I wish it would show us on screen the Gek word for lunch. Like... No! It took a little damage there. Use the scanner and then try and use the signal booster. Brilliant. So if we wanted to go scout on some new planet with this thing, I guess we don't have to build a base, but we do have to build the geobay, right? We build the geobay first when we get to a planet. If we want to have the resources, plan to spend some time there, maybe we build a geobay right off the bat, and then we can summon the exocraft on that planet. Can you just find what things? This? It's part, you craft it, part of the base construction quest line. You're asking about the exocraft. There's 3 of them. The first one you build is the roamer, the one I'm heading towards. The one that's twitching in the hole. Guess we should fuel it up.
Technology recharge.
And the laser.
Technology recharge.
Here's the first one you get. So its boost lasts a lot longer. And we got cannons, lasers. We can run stuff down. And it'll go underwater instead of on top of the water. It'll also scan because I put the mods in it. There's a depot that's already broken near here. If I scan for depots or drop pods, we're gonna get something that's already used. Same, yeah, gotta use this on another planet. Not gonna do us much good here, but Chronic, you can do that, Jay. You only bother building one on a planet unless you got a base there. That makes sense. I'm not really thinking I'm gonna go building geobays on every world we visit. I'm just thinking out loud about when am I gonna get an opportunity to use these. I guess if we're on a planet where we're trying to build a cool base and we just need a ton of resources and I don't know, or if we're living there. Because if we need a ton of resources, we're not going to be using the Nomad or probably the Roamer. I guess we'll be using the Colossus. Which, okay, am I going to go a little further with this? Mining laser would need an upgrade. There's the mining laser upgrade. Let's just get that out of the way since I have the resources for it. Nothing binds with the engine. So a boost, is it even worth putting a boost on the Colossus? How long does the boost last? Is it more like the Roamer or the Nomad? Does it last 6 seconds or 1? And it seems like you would want to put the signal booster in there too. I'm not going to do this right now, but if you're not using this for fighting and you don't worry about having a cannon and the upgrades for the cannon, you mostly want storage space. Chronic, it doesn't really apply anymore. Yeah, for since I've got those special protections, but it's a great stopgap for surviving those extreme planets. That's a really good point. You can't drive around in your ship. You can drive around in this portable shelter. Let your hazards recharge. All right, so it's got a mining laser. It's already capable of mining, then we might want to put a signal booster in it at some point, and possibly acceleration. The boost lasts a while for the Colossus. You do put the boost on all of them just because, well, yeah. And how about the signal booster? Is there any point? I mean, what's it going to find? Yeah, if you're going really slowly, what's it going to do? Taunt you with something so far away that you can never get there in the Colossus? All right, where's the base? Acceleration module. We just need carbon nanotubes, 2 of them.
Product constructed.
And then we put the base acceleration in, and then for the acceleration upgrade, we need 4 more carbon nanotubes. I have enough carbon, yay!
Constructed.
And there were 2 acceleration modules. We never did,
Technology installed.
do they stack? I mean, would acceleration module... Did it disappear? Huh. It might stack, huh? Have enough carbon for 3 more? I'm not sure I do. I don't. Okay, that's enough for now. That's good. Hey, look! I cracked, but I came back. That's the boost. Oh, look at that big boost. Yes, look at that speed. This speed is so nice. Look at that thing go. Boost! That's the boost! That's the boost. That's the boost. This thing drives at a turtle's pace. But when you boost, 2 turtles! 2 turtles! That's just sad. That's just sad. The fastest turtle. Hey, KG. The fastest thing you've ever seen, isn't it? Oh my god. So fast. All the speed. You should see the boost without the upgrade. Is it even visible? Although honestly, I thought this was pretty silly too, because the boost doesn't even last 1 second. It would be it's like good for getting air if we wanted to. That's not a ramp, but you get the idea. The boost would be good for getting air, but that's about it. And now I know why you use it for mining and nothing else. I got the camera to flip right through. Push them around. AG, you're doing fine? That is good to hear. Hope everyone has a good weekend coming up here. We're going to take a break, and now that we've got these things hooked up, that's pretty sweet. I'm stoked about our new toys. Let's randomly kill some things. We're just lobbing explosives off into the... Wow. Is that just... Hold on. Do we see the Follow the projectile. Follow the projectile way off into the distance. Showtime is free this weekend. Crimson, is it? Ah, nice. KG, I'm sorry for breaking right when you just got here, but we had a late start. This is gonna be our only break today. I will try and make it a short break. Maybe we'll just make a 5-minute break out of it. But let me take that. I'll be back. I'll see you all in a few. Stay tuned.